Are you confused about which software to learn between N8N and Make? One is open source and powerful, and the other one looks super beginner friendly. And if you are confused, good for you, cause I'm too. I shut my creative agency business a few months ago, and now I'm going all in this AI automation thing. But the biggest problem I've came across now is which software should I learn first between N8N and Make.com. On one side there's Make.com, which is easy to learn, more user friendly and has more templates, and on the other side there's N8N, which is king of automation, a bit harder to master but definitely makes it worth the hassle. If you're searching for an in-depth guide that compares all the features and integration between these two platforms, this is not the one for you. But if you're a beginner like me who is struggling to choose between these two platforms, this might be the only video you need, because I've already done the research for you. First, let's just talk about what these two tools actually are. N8N and Make.com are the biggest AI automation softwares available to general public like us on the internet right now. They both allow you to automate multiple tasks, connect AI with different tools, and building workflows. In a nutshell, Make is for beginners. It's easy to learn, fast to use, and does almost all the jobs a small business needs. On the other hand, N8N has a steep learning curve. That is, it's hard to master, but it's way more powerful and capable than Make. And beginners like me always have a hard time to choose between which one to learn first. So let's actually talk about the key differences here. First and pretty important one, which is pricing. Things get pretty interesting here because there is no fixed cost involved in both of these software. Make charges $0 for their free plan, and then their paid plan starts from $9. But there's a big problem with their credit system. Let me try to explain you in simple terms. When you create an AI automation or workflow, there are multiple steps involved. Each and every step costs you 1 credit. So let's say you create a 10-step workflow, your credits will run out within 1000 runs. Now for beginners like us, it's good enough, but as we grow and as we complicate our workflows to multiple steps, the price is going to spike like nobody's business. And apparently that $9 could become $900 if you don't watch it carefully. On the other hand, N8N is free to use if you download it and use it on your own computer, or you can pay N8N to host it for $15 per month, or you can use hosting or any type of cheap service to host it anywhere you want, so that it doesn't require your computer to stay online all the time. Now the good part is it has unlimited use, so you don't need to deal with that credit system, and you can run complex workflows as much as you want. Second, let's actually talk about the ease of use. This is where Make shows the real advantage because it's super beginner friendly and easy to learn. No coding or any technical knowledge required, unlike N8N, which is harder to learn, looks dangerously complicated, and is as well. That makes Make the real winner here. Or does it? Okay, so here's my concern. If Make is that easy to use, the entry barrier to it also becomes really low. Anyone can master it in days, but N8N requires months. Now this is a personal opinion, but I would rather put in more efforts to something early on, knowing that I would face less competition afterwards. I don't want my knowledge and skills to be a commodity, and after all, the whole purpose here is to learn about AI and become an AI expert so that you can guide others on how to use it. And I think N8N will be a far better option to learn more about the industry. Yeah, the ease of use part definitely goes to Make, but we need to keep the other point in mind as well. Let's actually talk about the technical capabilities of both these softwares. Okay, so things get pretty interesting here. Make will surely give you a smooth ride. You can drag and drop, connect a couple of apps, and boom, you have made yourself an automated process. For small businesses, honestly, it's perfect. Make does all the heavy lifting for you until you do the things that it has been set up for. I'll come to that in a minute. Now, N8N, it's a completely different beast. It looks scary, not gonna lie. There's a lot going on, be it branches, be it nodes, and I don't know what. And at this point, most people just bounce off. But hear me out. Here's what actually matters to me. With Make, you're pretty much restricted to their modules. You wanna do something unique, something crazy, something complex, a specific work for a specific client. Good luck. You'll hit the wall sooner than you expect. With N8N, obviously you need to put in the effort in order to learn it, but once you do, you just fly. You can connect literally anything that has API. If your client needs something specific, you are the one who can deliver it, not the guy with Make.com automation. And I want you to understand that this is the key. I don't want to be just another guy selling automations. I want to be reached out for my creative solution. And N8N will give me that freedom to unleash my creativity, which Make.com will not, because it will restrict a lot of processes that I'll have in my mind, but I won't be able to replicate that from my mind to the canvas. Okay, let's actually talk about the most important thing over here, which is support. Because things go wrong, there are gonna be glitches, there are gonna be bugs, there are gonna be things that don't make sense, and you need to figure out stuff almost all the time during you build your automation. And I think you can figure out pretty quickly like which one of these two software have more tutorials on YouTube. It's obviously N8N. N8N has a strong community in forums and on YouTube, so it will be a lot easier for you to figure out stuff as you go as compared to Make that provides somewhat of formal training which won't be of any use once you start making something that they are not capable of. With N8N, you get access to countless tutorials, forum threads, Discord chat, GitHub discussions, and the other genuine stuff. So if you run into some sort of bizarre issue, you know that someone else has gone into this as well, so you can just copy paste what they did onto your canvas. Now to conclude, I think it's pretty obvious that you will need to learn N8N either sooner or later in order to get anywhere in this industry. So there's one possibility where you start learning Make right now and start working with that, and once you hit the wall you take some time off to learn N8N. But for me that definitely doesn't work. See, my perspective here isn't to just make quick bucks, right? I want to have a very long time in this industry, and in order to have that, I need to learn stuff, be it hard or be it easy. I want to be an expert in this field who can consult corporations on how to use it. And how the hell will I become that if I don't spend enough time, energy, and effort on learning stuff? Yes, N8N requires a bit of code that you and I both don't know how to do. But hey, we have ChatGPT and forums to figure out that stuff, right? Listen, so here's what I'm doing as a beginner, and I think you should too. Learn N8N directly, spend time, build workflows, start small, keep learning, and when you have done it, you will be able to use Make like a toy. So why fall short and just learn Make in the first place? Again, let me know what your opinion is. I'm just craving to hear that. And what would you suggest me and all the other guys to do? The next video is gonna be about how am I learning N8N from scratch. So I hope you stay excited for that. And I'm gonna see you soon.